I'm a solutions architect at a mining company. The company is the size 5 to 10,000 employees. Cisco umbrella. We are using Cisco ICE. We're using Cisco firepower solutions, next generation firewalls, FTD. We are using ASAs. We're using Duo. I would say it's been a mixed experience with integrating between the products because they're so focused on what they do best. But we're noticing recent improvement in between with integrations in between the products. So I see this improving. For example, integration between Duo and FTDs that has room for improvement. And for the rest of the products, I'd say APIs, that's another room for improvement. Integrating next generation firewalls, FTD, with Duo currently requires a kind of a proxy agent in between your Active Directory and the appliance. So that's an additional thing that you need to think about. I would love to see this integrated straight into FTD and not worry about middleware products. We've been using Duo for almost 6 years now, and our primary use case is multi-factor authentication for our VPN users. Before that, we didn't have any multi-factor authentication, and since we integrated Duo with our systems, everybody's being introduced into this multi-factor authentication and everybody's using it, and that gave us a little peace of mind when dealing with VPN. I think most valuable feature of Duo is the ability for the user to easily approve, basically, and see that he's trying to log in somewhere, and the application that gives you that prompt is very easy. You can see location and the IP address, and it's easy for the user to basically approve it and go through the process of logging in, VPNing. Other benefits of using Duo would be you can use it not just for VPNing. You can use it basically for any other types of authentications for different systems, and of course it saves you time and headaches, giving the ease of use for users. I think Duo can improve on delivery of text messages to the users. That has been a big pain for us over the years, because we understand that the local telecoms are the ones responsible for the final delivery of your message, but it's not easy, and I can tell for Cisco to do this, but there should be a way of improving this process, and this will give a better experience for the users, because some users, they still don't use the application. They rely on SMS messages. This has been always a problem, because sometimes it just doesn't come. The message doesn't come, and then you're having trouble. It was just newly added value to us, since we didn't have any multi-factor authentication before deploying Duo. So we didn't replace anything, we just added, and that has been beneficial to us. Of course, if you measure this, looking at our current cybercrime activity globally, for those 6 years, the return of investment has been huge in terms of protection. You're protecting your employees in your company by having multi-factor authentication. This is invaluable for a company right now in 2023. So in that sense, it has been a great return of investment. And again, in terms of support, it's always great to have happy users easily VPNing into your environment and not bother about non-working software agents or any other types of authentication platforms. Deploying Duo in our environment was very easy. Again, because of the already pre-staged configuration, and it was basically a matter of days to get it running. I would say it was a great experience, and it was very quick. A matter of 1-2 days, we had already a VPN concentrator ready using Duo. Duo particularly was deployed using a consultant, but afterwards we were able to deploy multiple additional VPN concentrators by ourselves, and of course having next generation firewalls, the deployment is a little different, but again, we were able to do it ourselves. Cisco support for Duo has been great. We haven't had many cases. Most of the cases were related to SMS and text messaging delays, and we already said that this is out of their hands sometimes. But for the problems that we had, specifically with Duo, they have been very great and quick. From 1 to 10, I'll give them 8. I think they can improve on working with third-party service suppliers so that you can eventually improve your end-user experience. I would say stability of Duo solution is great. The platform as such has been very stable. We have been receiving notices for any problems or issues in a very timely manner, and apart from the text messaging problems, everything else is great. For scalability, I would say it's easy. If you have the ability to deploy it yourself, your people are trained, and then they're not experts, but at least network engineers, you will be able to deploy it yourself. If not, you can leverage third-party integrators. But generally, it's very scalable, easy to use, and we're happy about it. I would say for those who are evaluating Duo, to do their research, compare it to other competitors, and if they're Cisco-oriented companies, they would see that there's a lot of benefits by using it. If not, they still have the time. They would need to have the time to evaluate it against the competitors, but generally they will see that it has always the edge and a little on top of the others. I would rate Duo on the scale from 1 to 10 and give it 8, just because of the problems with text messages and SMSs, and I think that's room for improvement. So the two left to 10 would go for that problem, but the rest of the 10, that 8 points would go for the stability of the solution and the great user experience. I would say you're doing great. Keep on.